Welcome back to Roadcraft. We're still on the grind. Obviously didn't have time to finish this map in a single video because it is way longer than I expected. And it is also humongous. But it is also the map of the demos. The first map of the demo, so it's worth it. There's still so much to do that this is like pretty low on the priority side of things.
Funny story. Right before the hurricane, they found some peculiar fossils in the wall of that quarry you're right next to. The egghead from the local university got all hot and bothered and scurried right over with mining equipment to study those fossils on site. Our guys can use that equipment to work on tower construction. So, if you find it, drop it off at the workshop pretty quick.
There you go. It seemed to have tried to add a crevice here. I don't intend on a crevice stopping me, unless it somehow does, which it might, because this truck is not exactly the quickest. There you go. Take your stupid box of generator or whatever it is, I don't know.
We've got all the tower parts ready. Now, it's time to deliver them. You don't even have to install the parts yourself. Just send the convoy to the tower and sit back. This is delegating duties late.
Supposedly I don't have to do anything. We'll see how true that is, because for 8 grand I don't see that being the case. You know, it's almost like I knew. I feel like there's no way that's going to be enough, but I'm still down to try it. Because these trucks are rear-wheel drive, no diff lock. Like, they're as bad as it gets. I mean, look at that. Literally instantly stuck. And there's nothing I can do about that. It doesn't let me flatten that part out. Which is kind of unfortunate, but I mean, I can probably push these guys, please. How many are there? Never-ending chain of mistakes. Alright, these goblins finally made it after another 47 truckloads of sand in the hole later. It's fine though. To be fair, I was trying to rush it, so. And I still kind of did. But it's really annoying having to bring dirt to where there isn't actually like a sand zone.
The first tower is up and running. The others won't be such an easy fix though.
Holy
Repairing it
cow.
is something our workshop just can't do. Making high-tech equipment is a bit harder than welding a few steel beams together after all. Still, the plan is already in place. Just gather enough resources. That should count as environmental credit or something with HQ. They say we can get new equipment in exchange for just that.
I do have all the stuff I need already. It's just getting it delivered to where? To steel beam facility warehouse. It's the steel pipes facility, steel beams facility warehouse, all the way over there. I don't know about the logs, but I can do the steel beams and slabs pretty easily, I think. Guess what? I got all of the cargo. It took forever, and why am I not on the actual main mission? There you go. And if I unstrap this, it should hopefully just take it? Or no, I guess I probably need to bring all of it, annoyingly. But yeah, I got all the logs, and apparently I missed a steel beam, so I brought another one. There you go, and then you have to open the map and confirm. And we're gonna have to do another delivery. That's great.
Good job collecting all those resources. I'm sure they'll all be properly used in construction and not end up in a dump somewhere. Well, you've got enough for us to exchange for brand spanking new tower parts, which is all that matters. All that's left is to send them to HQ in a convoy. Should be easy, right?
So what do we need? We need to plot a route, civilian facility to the eastern tunnel. Ah, we need a bridge. You know what? Let's actually build a bridge this time, because there's 0 chance it's in the sand quarry. Yeah, no, not even close. Okay. Well, what kind of bridges can we do? We got a bit of concrete. What's easiest? We shouldn't use our concrete, probably. Oh, but yeah, we don't have wood. I think that's probably worth it. 2 concrete slabs. It's probably achievable. I have been hauling like way too much cargo with this thing, but it's the only cargo truck that has a crane. Like, I checked all of the options and vehicles available in the shop, not a single one has a crane. This is the only truck in the entire game that has a cargo bed and a crane at the same time. Which is just, like... bruh. Because, like... that just renders every other cargo truck utterly useless because you can't use it. You need to drag a crane with it, so you have to drive 2 vehicles everywhere. It's just not worth it. So I don't know, I hope they actually add cranes to like a lot of them, or at least as an upgrades that you can purchase, because like, pretty lame not having it. Ooh, we're drifting on that one. I was not expecting that. It slid out on its own. Oh yeah, also, it might not look like I've done much other than deliver a cargo, but I fixed, like, well I had fixed all of them, but seemingly it is broken again. Oh great. Failed the route in this part. So yeah, I fixed this part after spending like an hour. and now it's failing at this part, because the trucks suck. But I'm honestly not going to touch them anymore, because they said over this weekend they're going to drop a patch that greatly improves the capabilities of some of the AI drivers. Because like, those red trucks literally just can't even go up a hill. Like, I kid you not, the hill over there, the truck can't go up. And I'm not going to build a road outside of a sand quarry just for an AI driver with no reward. Yeah, this truck keeps getting stuck, as well as the one up at the steel plant, which is really annoying. I really haven't been to this end of the map much. I came once to explore it, and that's it, so... it's nice to be back here, although we're only going to be here for a very little amount of time. And that road is bright for no reason. Holy. I find it cool that this end of the map actually has sun and isn't always just rainy death. Alright, there you go. We got a little bridge. I didn't want to spend all our resources on a big one, so... hopefully that will do. Not confident in the AI drivers, but hey, it is what it is. Coming on along, and of course, as I say, it's not always raining. It starts raining in this end of the map. It's great. At least the sun is still out, so it's sunny rain more than anything. But still, of course. Although it's nice to know that the little bridges are indeed big enough for the trucks. But I do not think something like my dump truck would fit, because it doesn't look that large until you drive it. I didn't realize how big it was until I went back across this bridge and realized it's the entire width of the bridge. Ooh, nice, we got a tugboat. Nice.
Now that we have the tower parts, it's time to put them to good use and get these comms towers going. First one is the western radio tower near Reedwood Bay, famous for its reeds. In wood. And sure for German resort. All of these is a convoy with tower parts from the port. And then make sure the tower is connected to the nearest power station. Next one on the list is the northern radio tower. You know what? It's quite close to the concrete plant, so you'll have no trouble finding it. All you need to do is send over a convoy of tower parts from the transit point. And last but not least, the central radio tower. There's a piece of construction that needs transporting from the transit point to the tower, and that's all 3 towers. Go get it, Tiger.
Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, we need to bring these 2 things of cargo over to this one to start off with, which is probably fine. I don't see that being too hard, other than the fact that it's a lot of cargo, but it shouldn't be difficult. The road doesn't look too bad. There's only this bit here, which I would either have to build a bridge, but I'm just gonna go around. Just do the smart thing that doesn't waste resources. I am realizing one thing though, which is that this game would be so fun if I got back out my wheel, like for driving around. If I got on my wheel and played it in ultra wide, which would be laggy as all heck, but honestly probably worth it. Something about this truck interior is just really good, but the issue is the construction equipment. Using the construction equipment in first person is just terrible. And it's the same in real life. Construction equipment just has the worst view. It's not like a truck eater where you, like a semi-truck eater where you can have a general idea of like what you're doing. Construction equipment, you're just straight up working blind. You wouldn't really be able to play the game, but you could drive around in a very fun way. Well, clearly you can't load it normally, so I'm going to load it like this. Because better work. Come on, truck. Keeps trying to shift and then stalling and then having to downshift again. But yeah, I made it without really any problems. Wasn't even that tippy. There's the Western Tower. That's 8 grand. Finally making some actual decent money. The problem is we're not unlocking any new things, so I can't spend it. But we got 70,000 if we want to spend it on stuff. Okay, now we have to do the other ones. I guess Northern Tower maybe? I don't know if they'll be able to do this. I heavily doubt it, but like if they can get most of the way like this, I'm not going to make that bridge up there. There's not much of a point. Like if they can get to this dirt road, I'm perfectly fine with patching up just this a bit. It's if I have to patch up a whole lot more spots where I won't be quite as content with this. What kind of truck is it? Oh, it's... of course. Of course it's one of these. Yeah, it's not gonna make this route in the slightest if it's one of these trucks. Yeah, it's not even gonna make it across this lawn. I guess it doesn't matter if they're slow. They only really need to make it once, because this is a mission objective, and I doubt there's a reward. I mean, I'll have to check. Dang, it got through this bridge effortlessly. So then, yeah, I probably only need to do that sand quarry area. Well, that's great to know. Please turn and don't get stuck on the car. Thank you. How much is this mission even worth, money-wise? Oh, that's central one. 7,000. That's not bad, I guess. Actually, this won't be as bad. I mean, I recovered my front-end loader, but I didn't recover the dump truck, which means I can just go down that road and be right where I need to be. Alright, hopefully they can get across now. I put some sand down. I basically just did the entire strip. I don't even want to take a chance with these trucks. They are so bad, it's like comical how terrible they are. It's less because the truck sucks and more because they don't use, at the very least, diff lock. Like this truck would be okay if they at least used diff lock, but they don't, so they get stuck on everything. It's terrible. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna slide off the side and not even try and get back on. These guys are dumber than bricks. I might have to widen the road, but so far it's going okay. This hill is probably gonna cause a problem because they can't go uphill, but I think the sand bridge is good. Just these orange trucks, they purposely avoid the route, get stuck on everything, and have no traction. It doesn't make sense. These trucks are terrible consistently without fail. I don't understand it. Like, to be honest, the fact that it hasn't gotten stuck going up this hill so far is impressive more than anything. Alright, get in there. I want my rewards. There you go. Repair the Northern Tower. Another $7,000. Lovely. We still have another one to fix, though, if I'm not mistaken. I need to deliver the vehicle to the central state. That's it? Is this thing just really bad? Oh, I get to actually do... Oh, no wonder they don't use diff lock. This thing just doesn't have it. This thing just sucks. I am indeed right that this thing just sucks. This is just the worst truck on earth. It would be a real shame if I end up getting stuck here after roasting the AI about getting stuck here 40 times. Yeah, this isn't even soft. It seems that the AI has this kind of like debuff that makes them drastically worse. What is this? Have 750 vehicles successfully travel along the routes you've made. Nice, another achievement. Feels like it's been forever since I've got an achievement. think the last one was probably drive 100 kilometers. Come on. Of course it gets caught on nothing. It's not gonna get up this in the slightest. Go. Oh my god, finally. This is terrible. Oh my, don't tell me I have to get back off of this. Okay, well at least I built a ramp on this side. Alright, so is this it? Or do I have to do something else with this tower too? Okay, no, that's it. And I believe that's it for the map, because I just got an achievement called Please Hold, which I did not have, so that's probably it.
All three towers back in action. You did good today. Real good. Tonight, I'll raise the mug up Popo to you.
Yep, that's it. Nice. We're not quite done. I still need to do this, which means I need one more steel beam, so... Well, I've still got to do this, and then before I can actually stop, I need to return to the original map. The aftermath, I believe. I think we did everything. We have no main objectives and no side objectives. That was kind of an underwhelming end. I wasn't even recording because I didn't think it would be the end. The end is literally just building this useless segment of road. Well, that sucks. But it's fine because I do have one last thing to do. If we go back to main menu, I guess this will verify whether or not we are actually done. It says so, or we don't know. No, we're not. How? Infrastructure requested. But I have no missions. I have some good news. I figured out what the missions I was missing are. It's restoring the garages. Turns out, I went to them too early, and so I just never got the missions for them. But I went back to one of them because I was like, they're still locked. That's probably what it is. I need to go to them and unlock them, but no, they're not. They're broken, so you actually have to fix them. But the missions don't show up unless you go like into them. See, now it just works.
The river should be a good place to set up your base of operations. In the meantime, you're being asked to do some quick repairs on the buildings. That was all about. Just gather the resources and get it over with. You know better than me by now.
See, and now there's 2 more side objectives. Well, it seems I've ran into a conundrum, which is that the concrete plant is broken. I can't finish this map until the concrete plant is fixed. Which is a bummer, but it's to be expected. So I guess I'll come back whenever the map is actually completable, and we'll actually go to what I was trying to do. Which is go finish the aftermath, because I still haven't gone back to do that pipe mission, so why not go and do that. But I think everything is done other than that. Okay, well the infrastructure requests are just completely broken, but yeah, it's only those 2 objectives left and they just don't work.
It's not on our list of required fixes, but it could still use some of your magic.
Alright, let's get this last pipe fixed up that I had, not done originally. Can't complete to 100% the 3rd map, but I may as well at least go back and finish the 2nd one. Because I promised I would, and then I didn't, so I'm gonna own up to it and actually do it. Which is not that hard, I just didn't want to do it. Because I didn't have this truck or the money to buy it. But now I do, and now it's done, so hope you're happy. There you go, all objectives complete.
Good work. If the locals don't appreciate it yet, they soon will.
And there you go. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this 4th episode of Roadcraft. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time, probably for whatever the next map is that I forgot the name of.